Hello everybody, it's Michael Pierce. Thank you to everybody in the Mind Intensive training. Thank you, Larry, for just being who you are and doing what you do. I am so much happier than I was when I started this program. Just to take you all back a bit, I've been working with Larry now for over a year, and when I met Larry, I was struggling online to promote the natural health food product that literally, or at least I believe, saved my life. I've been consuming this raw food for 7 years. My cardiologist agrees that I'm the only heart attack survivor he's ever seen that had no permanent muscle damage after one heart attack unsupervised and out of the hospital, let alone having had 3 over 3 days before I sought medical attention and got the problem fixed with an airlift and emergency surgery and 4 shiny new stents. So, in the process of figuring out that my logical mind was my problem, the thing that had helped me excel in banking and made me a great chef, didn't do me so well when it came to mindset. If you're hung up on all the details and how things don't work, and you're brainwashed by the education system to focus on what isn't working and solving that problem instead of focusing on what is working, you might need to go through some intense training to find and solve that problem. So over the year, working with Larry and his wife Diane, I slowly started to uncover the pieces of the puzzle that were Michael Gene Pierce. I figured out that in the process of getting rid of the things about my dad that I didn't like that I inherited from my parents, I'd forgotten, or at least subconsciously accepted all the things my mom had said as being completely the truth. Well, the trouble is that she had her filters, and as long as I was working with her filters and unaware that they were my filters, there was no progress being made. So when I took to heart doing intentions, setting an intention for my day, then being grateful and anchoring 25 good things that have happened to you, like being brave enough and clear enough of head and mental faculties to figure out what the problem is, seek answers, accept the results, and then work on solving the problem. So to that end, I'm going to take a step back for this month, at least to the end of this month. I'm not going to jump into anything new, not going to get anything crazy going on, not going to push myself. I'm just going to soak in and absorb what I've learned, because in the process of keeping track of my 25 good things that happened that I was anchoring so I could have my 5 people at the end of the day, and so I could figure out what was going on and stack up all the good things repeatedly so that I could see the good things in my life that I had been unaware of, or my filters had just not allowed me to perceive. A switch flipped about halfway through the training. About the time Larry and Diane took their vacation, I came to the realization that I was my problem. I'd always known I was my problem, but I hadn't figured out how I was my problem. So now that I am anchored to my emotional self and I've escaped that pain body, which was repeatedly for literally 10 years, I'd only had negative experiences when it came to business owners, mentors, business projects. It just seemed no matter what I touched, it just never worked out well for me or the other people directly involved with me, and the other people around us were having amazing success. Well, it turns out if you don't believe you can be successful, you can't be. See that little bit of psychology there, balance. I've got my fresh water. I've got my coffee. This is my favorite dwarf. And my water, because acid and alkali, balance-based, some of everything. So now that my emotions and my intellect are at a balance, I'm even gone from being right dominant to left dominant. So I've always been right-handed, or at least was trained by the school system to be right-handed, even though early in elementary school I could use either. And now that I've started practicing juggling at Larry's suggestion, it turns out I juggle better with my left than my right. So maybe that's my dominant. So I don't know if there's any psychological argument for this, but as I switched from being logical to emotional, I went from being right-handed to left-handed. So as the hemispheres of my brain achieved balance and I flipped over the other side, I came to the realization I could let go of all these painful experiences. I was now in a position where I could accept that I was my own problem. The answer is the result, and the result is the answer, and the truth is I've created the situations that didn't work out for me. I was an active participant anytime things didn't go well. I probably didn't express myself clearly, so these problems couldn't be solved, but now that the issue is done with, I am free of my past. So I'm taking this 30-day period to adjust and select the activities I was doing that I want to carry forward into the new me, and the other things that I will stop doing that haven't served me well or haven't served the people I desire to follow me well. One of those things is muddying the water. So I'm going to split my attention between Michael Gene Pearce and Michael's Health Answers. On Michael Gene Pearce, I will talk about mindset and advertising and blogging and all the things relating to running a successful business, including offering affiliate programs for training, like my friend Len Mooney has a basic blog setup, when the 3-Minute Expert or when the Guru Code or Larry's Mind Intensive or any of the other things that have helped me get where I am are available. I will also be offering those things as an affiliate. I offer mind movies on my website. There's different things going on because now, instead of expecting all my income to come from the primary company, who couldn't care less if I wasn't bringing in 3 or 4 people a month. So they had no time for me or my ideas. Even when it came to asking me for advice, what they could do online to improve their company's position, they took my advice. They actually canceled the program I liked that they had working. So I don't know what that's all about. But either way, they have the best natural health food product in the world. I'm not going to be telling everybody it's the best business model in the world because I don't know that for sure. It certainly hasn't been the best business model for me, but now that I'm open to it and taking some time to focus on the local people around me, I'm having more people showing interest in joining my business. I figured out that for a lot of people, $170 a month is too much, so I'm finding pairs of people that may or may not be related and hooking them up together so that they can share an auto ship, so that for less than $100 each they can get a full basic regimen of the health products that took me from 310 pounds to 195 pounds and from huge to heart healthy. So if you want health answers, stay tuned at Michael's Health Answers. And if you want business answers, go find MichaelGenePearce.com, and that has that there for you. So thank you all. I am happy. I have so much abundance and good things in my life. I have a loving wife that has gone in the last 6 months from working 25 hours a week to full-time at 40 hours a week. She changed her contract job in that transition. She took us from having positive cash flow of a couple $100 a month to the better part of $1,000. We have $700 or $800 a month unaccounted for now coming in because of her change in occupation. This has freed me up to focus on doing the best job possible in presenting the best part of me. I know now that I'm excited, there's new opportunity I see on the horizon. I know about a product launch coming up in October that's going to go public in January and change how we look at the world's economy, and I'm going to be able to contribute to the growth of this wonderful change. Life is good. I have my natural health food products. I've decided to, in the effort to make things more shareable, stop talking about my horrendous heart attack recovery story up front, and I'm really sharing healthy food-based tips and food handling tips from all my 20 years of professional experience. So I've gone full circle from being that food guy to being the insurance and investment guy to being that heart attack survivor guy to being that health answers guy to being that healthy business heart whole answers. If you have questions about being successful online, I know people that can help you figure out how it's done. If you want to be healthy and you have a heart problem, stroke problems, diabetes, you're overweight or just underactive, get a hold of me, reach out. I have some things that work. And there's a guy in this group that told me he put on some weight during this challenge. And if he'd like to work with me on fixing my marketing issues, I would love to work with him on getting rid of that excess weight that he already said he'd like to release. I know something that works, and if you want to work with me, we'll make it work for both of us. So thank you, everybody. And Larry, I know this has been long, but as you know, my problems weren't simple. I haven't solved them all yet, but I am aware of what they are and how they've been holding me back. and I am 70–80% of the way there. They are no longer actively restraining myself. I am so much happier than I've been in so long. My wife and I celebrated 31 years as a couple yesterday, and that's so cool. I get to be super grandparent today. I just had Nathan here in the morning, and I'm going to be zipping out before my online meeting to pick Brooklyn up at her first day of preschool, and life is good here on a tropical island in the west coast. So you have an awesome day. It was great hanging out with everybody in the mine intensive, and come and find me outside. I would love to get to know all of you better, and just keep sharing what works and take care of yourselves. It was a wonderful experience, and keep growing and keep sharing. Bye.